This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Today we are going to be talking about a game that I got over eBay because, well, as you know, I had to get it somewhere. And it is Dungeon Saga Origins. I've always liked Dungeon Saga, but this is kind of a redoing of it. And is it better than the original, or is it just kind of more of the same? Or, well, let's go down to the table and take a look, and then we'll talk more about it on the other side. So you're going to get a ton of miniatures here, which is really good. And in the bottom of this box here, well, you can't see my hand here, but I just want to show you, you're going to get a ton of stuff in here, which is really, really good. Because for the $120 that you would pay at Miniature Market, I think you get value. They're good quality. I think they're better than the ones that were the original set, so that's a plus. Instead of furniture, you are going to have, you know, things like coffins and stuff like that that are going to come with the Legendary Edition, which I got. You're going to get a bunch of really nice dice. And the mechanics are really fairly simple. For instance, here we've got our archer versus the skeleton here. Okay, the skeleton has a shield of 1, so that means if you roll any ones, those are going to be fumbled. It could be damaged if it gets hit once. So they're going to roll 2 dice. Okay, so we'll roll their 2 dice. Okay, so it's 2s. All right, and then our hero gets to roll 4 dice. Okay, so we're going to roll our 4 dice. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so now you have to match everything up. So their highest will go against that highest. So that's a hit there. That highest is going to do as well. And because this is a 1, it's going to be a fumble. You're going to take that out. Remember, they got the shield there. So 3 hits, which means that target's destroyed. Now, of course, you're going to run into, you know, tougher enemies and stuff like that, and things that are going to cause you. Really simple mechanics as far as combat is concerned. If this was, let's say this was a 6, okay, and this was a 5, okay, and we rolled a 5 and a 5, okay. Of course, you are going to put the highest there. Okay, that would beat that, so that would cancel that out. That would beat that. This would be a fumble. Okay, so that would tie that. That would eliminate that, and you would still get the 1 hit with the extra dice that you throw. So as you play different enemies, they are going to have a different value here. So it might be a 3. So all 3s, 3, 2, and 1s would be fumbles. Okay. Now, they also have things that you can re-roll. This monster may re-roll one of their dice that scores a 1. Okay, nothing scored a 1, so we don't have to worry about that. And they all have abilities. Our heroes, of course, like I said, you're going to run into different guys that are going to be tougher. Like this guy has a 3. They has a movement of 4, close combat of 3, and no range. Okay. And I think I used the range there, but I'm sorry. You're going to have these exploration cards that you're going to be using while you go through things, and there's all kinds of different things that are going to happen. Roman monsters, and scrolls, and all kinds of stuff. You could play with an overlord, or you can play with an automated overlord in case you want to do something with cooperative. They have nice cards that monster reference cards that are going to help you out and tell you what's going on. There's legendary things that you're going to get. You'll be able to take this legendary stuff into the next campaign. And speaking of campaigns, there is a ton of campaigns here, which is a lot different for this, because you're going to have these campaigns which are going to have a bunch of different scenarios in them, and you have to go through these books to conquer the campaign here. Okay, and you can't use some books before you use other books, so you'll have to discover that for yourself. Like this one here, The Darkness Under Dirt. It says, hey, you're going to need the core edition, and then you're going to need these 3 expansions, which are right here. Okay, and it'll define different rules and so forth and so on, and stats and things like that. And I'll just show you one of the things. You're going to get 6 of those tiles. So the variances, and they're both sided, that you're going to have enough variance to kind of do things and maybe even make up your own adventures as well. So, very, very solid, easy, basic, and it really works. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you, okay, doing this, okay, and the rule book's really, really good here. I'll get to the other stuff here, and it kind of breaks down everything that we have in here. They had a ton of bosses in the box, which I haven't showed you guys. You're going to have large furniture things to kind of change up your tiles and stuff. The Undead Dwarf King, we did that. Okay, the Zombie Troll Tyrant, we did that, which is taken from the other thing and upgraded. Almost same type of cards in a way, but again, the system's pretty simple. Very well explained. It's not a lot of pages. Okay, it's going to explain everything to you. If you get hit, okay, one thing I want to make sure, and they roll a bunch of dice, you only lose 1 life, 1 life point. Okay, so if they hit you 3 times, you're only going to use 1 life point, but you don't have a ton of life here. Okay, so that's something to take in consideration, as well as that you're going to have an ability that you can use that is going to help you that you can use once a game. Ending the game. The game ends when all heroes have been knocked out. Hopefully that's not the case, or the Overlord would win. You win if you complete the quest. Okay, pretty basic, simple stuff. It also, what I really like is that you're going to have boons. Okay, and I guess these are kind of like your way of taking your experience points, spending them, and leveling up. Okay, so you're going to be able to level up your character as you go through. So as you buy these different boons, you'll be able to get stronger. Then you can customize your game. You can make it easier or harder depending on how you feel. It gives you rules for the Overlord in case somebody wants to be one versus many. And then on the back here, there is a whole thing that explains how to play the automated Overlord. Okay, which basically the game controls itself, so you can play solo. The one thing that I'm going to tell you guys, and let me just show you guys here some of the extra monsters that you're going to get in here. So there's a ton of miniatures that you get with the Legendary Edition. Again, $120, which I think is worth it, because I've seen games come out with less for more. This is the Ultimate Pledge. I didn't think it was worth it. I thought it was going to be more campaigns or stuff. You're going to get this Overlord board, which is really nice because it has all the rules and everything in it, and such. Nice little touch here. If you're a completionist, this might be good. You got a little dice rolling thing here, a little mat for yourself. To put all the stuff on, the boss and so forth and so on. In here, I thought you'd get more miniatures or more campaign, but all you're getting is scenery. So doors and such. Those coffins that I showed you, they're right here. And you can make it more 3D as it works for you. Okay. So I think the cardboard is enough, so you don't have to go crazy and get this. I should have investigated it more, but I did not, and that's on me. But it's definitely something I wouldn't have paid the extra money for it if I knew better. So if you guys I'm just giving you guys a warning so you don't fall into the thing. If you are going to try to get the Ultimate Pledge on eBay, like my dumb back end did, well, I wouldn't. You don't need it unless you want to really make this thing 3D and have some fun. Again, here's the miniatures, middle of the road. Everything, which I think this was made to just be a nice entry level little dungeon crawl, and I think it works at doing that. So, without further ado, let's head up top and get my final thoughts on Dungeon Saga Origins. All right, so let's talk about this. Now, first I want to clear something up. Everybody always thinks, I have a problem with Mantic. Yeah, they told me some things that, hey, we were going to take care of you, this, that, and the other. And I never heard from them. I returned their emails, nothing. And they think that, people think that I have a problem with them. I just don't forget when people say something and they don't follow through. But with this, I think it tries to do some things. It has a lot of feel of the original, okay? The Dwarf King and so forth and so on. Is it worth $120? Yes, because I've seen games that give you a lot less. You can get this at Miniature Market for $120. You get the 6 tiles. You can flip them over. I think it's better than the little corner pieces and the turns and all that stuff. But it kind of limits you a bit in what you can do with this game after you complete all the missions. There's enough mix and match that you can do some things. And I think you can have some fun with it. I like the boons that, as you level up, you have to spend your experience points for the boons. Combat is super, super simple, which is good because if you take, I remember Ronnie saying, hey, I wanted to make something that my kids aren't big gamers, but they wanted to do something. I could put this on the table and make it simple and have some fun. And I get that with this, and I feel that with this. The rule book is not overly complicated and things like that. I think experienced dungeon crawlers may have a problem. This is just too simple. Okay? But I don't think this is targeted for them. I think this is targeted for people that just want to have a nice, quick, old school adventure. And it really, really works. Like I said, the Ultimate Pledge extras, I paid a lot of extra money for it, thinking that there were different miniatures and stuff like that, but that's on me for not paying attention. And it's okay. Okay. The extra furniture and stuff like that, it adds to the game and the theme and stuff like that. But I was hoping for more bosses and things like that. Did they set this up where they can add more to it with the books and stuff? Yeah, absolutely. Does it play well? Is it tight? Yes. It does everything that it's supposed to do, if that makes sense. It keeps things nice and tight, and like I said, I've been hard on Manic at times. I've also been very complimentary. I'm just not going to lie what I think. This is just what it intended to be, a middle of the road. It's not something that it's not going to be like Warhammer Quest. I'm going to break out and get into a big deep dungeon crawl. But it is something that, hey, you want to do something quick and fun? Here we go. Let's do this. And I think it works very well for what it does. And if I compared it to the other Dungeon Saga, is it an upgrade? I think so. The quality's better. I do like the bookcase things. I thought they were superb. The miniatures are better. The quality is better. I like the square boards instead of all little pieces having to connect together. It's easier to play. And it does a great job. Am I going to get rid of my original Dungeon Saga? No, never. Am I going to get rid of this? No, never. I think this is a good quality addition to anybody's collection. So there you have it. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon. Dungeon Saga Origins. Go out and get it at Miniature Market, and I think you'll have a good time with it.